Welcome to the Freedom CEO podcast. It's about becoming the chief decision maker over your life in order to step into a life of freedom. From business, health, wealth, charity, and giving back to just doing life on your own terms. I am your host, 𝒐𝒐 𝒐𝒐. I am an award-winning activist, change maker, and a multifaceted impact entrepreneur with over a decade of experience in business, philanthropy, and health and wellness. In this space, I'm going to be bringing you insights, not just from me, but from incredible thought leaders around the globe to help you start making decisions towards living a life of freedom so you can live a life you love. Are you ready, guys? Because we are going all in. Hello. We are midweek and I've got some really exciting news that I've not really dropped fully yet. And today, joining me on the live to share this news, give you an invitation, is one of my dear friends that I love so much. Her name is Anna Lozano. And so she's going to come and join me live. And together, we're going to share with you some amazing stuff. Hi, baby.
Hi, babe. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm so good. Actually, I'm just playing with these filters here because you know what? I do filters, and so it is.
I love you, and so it is, she says. Yes.
There you go.
I love it.
Good. You know what I was just thinking of, babe? I was thinking the last time we did a live, I feel like I was in Tofino and you were in Costa Rica, something like that.
I know, actually. I think you are right. And now, where are you? You're in Mexico right now? Are you back?
I'm in Mexico.
Okay. And like wild, but you know, I'm in Toronto, I'm in the GTA, which is crazy, unexpected. Also unexpected is do you see my little flute?
Your baby boss,
you know?
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Oh.
It is so crazy, you know, what happens in a year, like, you know, but a beautiful gift, beautiful surprise. And it is my expansive why now, which you know as a mama yourself, right? It's the driver.
It's the driver. It's the driver. And I got to share just on another, and here for all the mama things, my girls are now 6 and 8. So I've been through it. I've been through a lot. And then also, you know, navigating being a business owner and entrepreneur throughout the entire time. And I'm here for you, babe. It is a transition.
It is, right? I know. Like, and you got to, and it's funny because we're going to talk about freedom today as well. And there's this shift where I'm like, it's not that I'm going to like lose my freedom, but it is going to be so different. You know, this like woman who's like, I just could take off to Costa Rica, take off to Portugal, you know, I can come down to Mexico, I can do whatever. And now it's like, gonna do that, but I got this little one and it's gonna be very different and 24/7 and you can't give them back.
That's the thing. I think that's the mindset. It's just different. And honestly, we have to chat offline because or we can chat online next IG live. But this is the thing, like when I got pregnant with Maya, I was like, oh my gosh, we're living this freedom lifestyle. We're just going to continue doing what we do. Right. And then it was like getting hit by a brick wall because it's not the reality. In some cases, I'm sure it can be, but it's just, there needs to be routine, you know, sleep is just disrupted. The time you have is disrupted. And so there just needs to be you figuring out the way that works best for you as a couple in order to navigate what you currently have. So it's possible, it's just different.
Totally, right? And you know what? In some ways, this is actually a really great segue. Like as before you were coming on, I just shared, you know, today you and I are going to make an announcement about what is happening right now and into mid-September. And, you know, I think as life becomes more full, we have either little ones or we enter in a relationship or we want other things in life like properties and more time, which is our most precious and expensive currency, right? We all want time. And we think about freedom. And I often say money doesn't buy you happiness, but it absolutely buys you freedom. and that money is that vehicle and it's that tool. And so like, even for me, stepping into motherhood and being able to witness women like you who, mamas who, in real life, like there's the ups and downs and the grace isn't always so gracefully, but you do it tastefully and there is grace in it. I've been able to watch it for so long, but I think this is the importance of women having their own financial stability, their own financial wealth, and understanding the language of money, the fluency of money. It's a whole other language, right? And so the more you understand that, the more you as a woman are able to create money. You're able to create that wealth, which is going to buy you that freedom. So, okay, for some of you guys who don't know Anna, because I just said like I love you, like Anna,
I love you
just share really quick, like who are you, you beautiful soul, and then we'll go into it a little bit.
Yeah, thank you. And it's like I'm reflecting on the last 14 years. So I've been an entrepreneur for 14 years. And it's interesting because we always say entrepreneurship is a roller coaster, but we've had peaks and valleys. And more so when we transitioned into parenthood were those dips, because it was really navigating a new way of being, navigating a new way of growing, of scaling, of just redefining the way we did things. And so especially in this post-pandemic era, as we're now in the Aquarian age, and we have been for several years, but it feels like we're just consciously catching up as humanity. The way we used to do things, what I'm seeing is no longer working. And what a timely conversation that we're going to lead into in 1 second. So who am I? Over the last 14 years, I have been really committed to creating a freedom lifestyle. And when I say freedom lifestyle, like it could sound cheeseball to some people, but literally what that means to me is having ownership of my time and having ownership of my finances. And the beautiful thing about that is if we tie that into what I just said, is there's peaks and valleys, but as entrepreneurs, if things aren't working, we get to pivot, we get to problem solve, we get to collaborate, we get to do things differently in order to get ourselves out of that and create the new. And so it's been an insane journey, but what I can say successfully is that I am living, I am the embodiment of this freedom lifestyle, because just looking at this situation, we've decided to put our children, our girls, into school in Mexico so that they learn Spanish. They're surrounded by this beautiful freedom community of, and what I mean by freedom community now, when it doesn't relate to finances, is like, yes, jungle kids, walking around barefoot, not being on screens and technology, truly living the magic of childhood. Because as they're getting older, what I notice is this difference in North America and Mexico. And I don't want to say Mexico as a whole. Where we are in this village, our kids are jungle kids. They are living the magic of childhood, which I, as a mom, want to preserve as long as possible. Now, if I had not built this foundation of a freedom lifestyle over the last decade, I would not have been able to just uproot everybody and within a month's time move to Mexico. It's because these foundations were set intentionally over a decade ago. And this, like, I got goosebumps, and guys, it's like fucking hot here.
Yeah.
Like, come on, this is alignment for me. These are God bumps. And it's like, I desire more of this for more families around the world. Because if we can take ownership of our time and finances, then we're no longer controllable. And that's a whole other segment you and I are so passionate about that we can get into on another channel.
100%. It's so true. Well, and like you said, I feel like there's a shift that's happening, right? Like with everything going on in our world, within the economy, we have a big election in the US coming up this year. And I think this is an opportunity, as the fall is for a lot of people, like it's a reset, refocus, right? Kids are back in school, businesses, like everyone's getting back to work. Me being in real estate, like this is one of our busiest times of the year in the fall market, but it's an opportunity to really look at like, what are you personally wanting out of your life in these last 4 months, right? In Q4, it's an opportunity to reset, refocus, and acknowledging this shift that is taking place in the world as things are getting more expensive, right? Cost of living has gone up, inflation's going up. We don't know what's going to go on with rates. I personally don't believe in a government here in Canada and even in the United States that wants to see you and me be wealthy.
Yeah.
They want more control, which the easiest way to do that is to have people break down and become dependent on the government, which means there's a good chance rates are going to stay up because then cost of ownership is expensive. And also then cost of living is becoming very burdensome, right? It's very heavy. And so this idea of understanding money, this concept of becoming an owner, not just in your life, but like how can you take the knowledge that you have, the passion that you have within you, these desires, and monetize it, turn that into something that's online, onto a business, you know, and I'm creating that even myself right now. Like I'm in this whole talking about shift. I'm like, so much that I'm building in Q4 is to do exactly what I'm trying to guide and teach other people right now to start thinking, because we're going to be in a very different world in 2025. I really believe that real estate market, it's going to be wild. And if you are not owning something and taking control of your own destiny, you are rolling the dice and you are risking it on something else that you have no control over, you know? And so today, Anna and I wanted to come on. Okay, go, tell me.
I'm a generator. I need to respond. So before you lead into that, I just want to say, and also, so maybe you're at the very, very early stages where what you just said really clicks. Like, okay, I need to start thinking of new ways. Maybe because you do work a full-time job, or maybe, you know, you haven't jumped into entrepreneurship or creating something for yourself. So maybe you're really early onset and it's in your awareness that it is time, like Sarah Swain says, to monetize my mind, which is such a brilliant concept. Or maybe you're an entrepreneur and you're kind of in this stage where, wow, like what I used to do maybe isn't working as well as it used to, and I need to layer in new, like what else can I create that brings in additional sources and streams of income for my family? So we're talking to both of you, like this big wide spectrum of where you might be landing in your current situation right now. All right, over to you, to the grand reveal.
No, I love that. And it is true, because there's so many different people depending on where you're at in your journey right now. Like this is applicable, right? Like this is for you. And so Anna and I last year, we were gracefully and like very honored to be invited into the Wealthy Women Vault, which was a collective of beautiful women and souls from around the world coming together to teach from their areas of expertise and their niche as it pertains to wealth creation. Some of that's manifestation, some of that's money codes, money lessons, you know, it's kind of also, if you're not in the so woo-woo space, but right, like those money lessons, but also like our money blocks. We all have them, whether we realize it or not, and understanding like what is our relationship with money? How do we change that narrative? And then going into so much bigger stuff, investment strategies, tax, you know, how to call in money, how to attract, how to manifest, but then the tangibles, like the ABCs of finances, how to start stacking, how to start having compounding wealth. And so Anna and I have been invited again for the 2.0 version, which is the Wealthy Women Vault 2.0. And it is launched, it is open. And one of, I think, my favorite parts, and I want to come to you with this too, Anna, one of my favorite parts is that the investment for this is for everybody. It's $47. You get access to 44 different speakers that are bringing in all of this knowledge. And the best part is you have like unlimited replays. So this isn't one of these like buy it now and in a week from now it disappears. You know, you have time to be able to go through 44 different speakers, different lessons, different modules, and you get to soak it up. And like, way better than spending your time watching Netflix, my opinion. Right?
Okay, so here's what I want to ask you, because as you're saying this, I'm like, oh, perception. So right now I'm also launching something else in my own brand, and it's like this perceived value of money. So $47 can easily just be passed by and be like, oh, it's $47. It's probably crap, or there's probably not valuable information, or probably they're just going to try to sell us something at the end of it. Like, let's really talk about this, because it's $47 for 44 master classes. Like, we can dive into what you and I are sharing, but it's like, this is the real deal. And I feel like it's the real deal because we're working with Katya Nova, who is a visionary woman in terms of bringing together experts online and creating this epic community. So we can say confidently that each class is delivered with everything we got on that subject. So this isn't like buy and then we sell you something else that we offer. That is not the intention. The intention really is to support you in your wealth shifts, in creating, like Shay said, these new, not only knowledge, because knowledge is power, but also implementable strategies that you can start actioning right now to bring more wealth into your life. And so it's like, okay, so why is it $47? Because talking about it is like, yeah, that is like ridiculously priced.
Yeah.
Do we know why she priced it at $47? Because it's like such a no-brainer.
Yeah, you know, I think this is just me personally. Like, I haven't asked Katya this, but I think the heartbeat behind this for most of us, I don't want to say everybody, but I think I could confidently say for everybody, is that the desire is to see more money move through the hands of women, and for women to become in that overflow state, and to truly, as you mentioned even earlier, the embodiment of like becoming wealthy, to experience freedom. And we're in a time where things are, for a lot of households, they're pinched. You know, you're assessing like need versus want. What's a good investment? What is the return going to be? And I think that $47 is very approachable. I think it covers almost anybody to be able to go, I could take $47 in myself. That's like not going out for dinner once in the week, not having 4.5 coffees, right? Like, and never mind, this now costs $7. So like, not even, you know, it's like, yeah, it's not even 4.5 coffees. I think it's like 3, you know, whatever the math is on that, you know, but it's like
$17. It's insane. I was buying lattes in Kelowna.
Right?
I'm like, what is happening?
I know, it's insane. And so, you know, it's going, okay, where can I redirect funds so that I'm not spending, but I'm actually investing in myself.
Yeah.
And that number is really, really, I think, approachable. Like, if this was $150, this would wipe out a lot of people just to go, like you said, what's on the inside? I'm not really sure. Is it going to be of value? And so I think that's really part of it, is like the heartbeat matches what the pricing is, you know, because if that's really to get this into the hands of as many women as possible, then we need to present a price that is approachable, that is going to be a blanket for most people, you know. And if you're a business owner already, it's a write off. You got to write this off against your business. It's an expense, you know.
Absolutely. It's no-brainer pricing, and you have our, you know, we've seen what's on the inside, and we're also contributing that it is value packed with the intention of supporting you to get more wealth into your hands, because it feels like a community service project. It really does. And that's who Katya is, and everyone that she brings into her circle, we feel the same way. This has nothing to do with the money on this side. It's how much value can we provide and give. So really, the 47 is a no-brainer, and it is like 2 lattes. So
it's crazy, right? Like, it's literally crazy. So, and at any point during like Anna and I chit-chatting, like, I can say like the links are in both of our bios. You can go there and check it out. You can also easily just DM me the word vault and I'll send you the link. Do you have a word, Anna? You want to use vault?
Yeah. This is
Vault.
your page. Cool.
Okay.
That sounds awesome.
Send us the word vault if you're interested. We'll send you a direct link. Links are in our bios, and you can go through and just start seeing and check it out for yourself.
So can we dive into quickly what you're going to be talking about, what I'm going to be talking about, and then we'll close it off. So last year, what I presented was network marketing, the industry of network marketing, which launched my career in entrepreneurship. I built successful network marketing businesses. And I, to this day, and over the last decade, I do believe it's a powerful source of income that you can layer into your current brand and business as a partner with any product that you absolutely love and resonate with. This year, what I'm talking about with Katya, actually this Friday, meaning we're recording it to go into the vault, is personal branding. Because what we know is proven time and time again is that you are the brand, I am the brand. Anyone who's listening to this is the brand, and your personal brand will stand the test of time. So I want to support more and more women to own their personal brands, to define their personal brands, and to get really clear on their purpose and their mission and the values that they bring to the world in this lifetime. So that's my focus this year, is how do we turn you, because you already are, into that personal brand that then monetizes your mind. So whatever is your purpose in this lifetime, we add a price tag to it, because hey, we all have wisdom to share, and I know we're all here for a purpose and a powerful mission. So that is my theme and topic. So step-by-step strategies to support you in creating your own personal brand in energetic alignment, because as I shared on Facebook yesterday, frequency speaks louder than words. There's no faking it till we make it in 2024 and beyond. Maybe that worked in 2010, but right now your energy speaks. And so how can you not only personalize that, but monetize that to support you on your way?
I love it. Like, I want to go. I am going to go. And actually, that's one of the things I love, even for myself, is like, we have all these different women, like I said at the beginning, that come in with their different areas of expertise. And some women are making way more money than even like myself. Like, I am able to learn from some of these women that are going to be in here. So I cannot wait for your masterclass. Super grateful for that. And this year we're changing it up a little bit. My talk is going to be called Her Sovereign Money, the greatest relationship of your life. And I think so, right? And so, last year, Katya and I talked a lot around investments and diversification, that you can do, not just in real estate, and like, how do you start investing with little to no money? And we're still going to dive into that, because obviously, like, that's what people want to know. These are the goods. But we're going to talk about the relationship with yourself, but then also like bringing in your significant other, your partner, and how to actually start becoming a team when the topic comes to money. The number one breakdown in the marriage, and the number one thing people fight over, is finances. And there's many reasons for that, which I'm not going to go into right now, but it starts here in your mind, and understanding what your money mindset is, what your money relationship is, where you think you are versus where you actually are, getting super clear on all of this. Because here's the thing, you can come and you can spend time in the vault. You can go through every single thing. But if your mindset is not clear and we're not reframing past traumas, we're not getting rid of the narratives and the stories that we have inherited unintentionally, subconsciously, then no matter what you're trying to manifest, and like Anna knows all about this, you're going to be like at this like plateau, like a hamster on a hamster wheel, because you're not clearing what needs to be cleared. You're not reframing. You're just regurgitating. But deep down in your core, the belief isn't there. So the magnetism's not there, right? So we're going to get super clear. We're going to be talking about relationships around money, your relationship with money. And then, of course, we're going to dive into all the juicy stuff as well around investments, things you can be doing now, whether that's in Canada, the United States, or the plethora of opportunity that falls outside of these countries, where I firmly not just believe, but I've experienced and know that your dollar can reach so much further, not in every market, but in a lot of places outside of Canada and the United States. As many of you know, I live in Costa Rica. I've invested in Costa Rica, and I just invested in Tulum. So I'm going to be like your neighbor down there now, Anna. Yeah. So I'm invested down there, and there's other places, around the world that I'm like looking at. And so I'm going to share those tips and secrets, and you don't need to have hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's like you can get in with very approachable amounts and then starting to watch your dollar grow. So we're going to kind of cover it all, in our talk.
So good. Just these two things, like the value is there. And I'm so excited for the transformations that we see on the other side of everyone who not only leaps in, but does the work and integrates this into their life, because that is the most important. You can buy it and you can sit on it, but really allow yourself time and space, schedule in the sessions, even if it takes you until the end of the year, go through it and start to apply it and integrate it into your life, and then watch 2025 and what happens for you over the next year.
Well, and here's a cool thought. 52 weeks in the year, we have 44 master classes. Even if you schedule, like you just said, invest an hour of time a week, like you cover everybody, and you will, as you're saying, through the integration process, tangible action steps, you're going to watch your whole life around wealth transform, grow, change. And it's right? It's so amazing. It's so powerful. And this opportunity to get access to the vault, we've been told very firmly this closes September 17th. So this is not something you want to wait on. You have access now. You can go and purchase it, and it closes on the 17th. So if you have questions about it, our DMs are always open. We'd love to connect with you. Otherwise, have a beautiful day. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. So do something to raise your frequency, high vibes, right? Reset for the middle of the week. And let's go get it. Wealthy women, we all deserve to be that, right?
Wealthy women. Love you. Thank you for this conversation, and blessings to all.
Okay. Ciao, baby.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning into the Freedom CEO podcast. If you got value out of today's show, I would love for you to leave a review, as it will help my show reach other people as well. You know what to do. Download this episode, click the like and subscribe button. If you feel like spreading more love, hop over to Instagram and share today's show in your stories. Remember to tag 𝐘𝐨𝐮 𝐃𝐞𝐬𝐢𝐫 and the Freedom CEO. My DMs are always open, so drop me a line. I'd love to connect. Until next time, keep owning your decisions to live a life of freedom. Live a life you love.